Morgan. Well, President Biden met with China's leader Xi Jinping ahead of the APEC summit in San Francisco. This high-stakes meeting has been planned for weeks, but on both sides, expectations are low. Karen Travers has our coverage new tonight here on The Current.
President Biden greeting China's President Xi ahead of their first meeting in over a year. The two leaders sitting down for what's expected to be several hours of meetings.
There's no substitute to face-to-face discussions. I've always found our discussions straightforward and frank, and I've always appreciated them.
President Biden looking to ease tensions between the U.S. and China and restore critical lines of communications.
I think it's paramount that you and I understand each other clearly, leader to leader, with no misconceptions or miscommunication.
Relations have soured between the U.S. and China since President Biden and Xi met last November after a series of provocations by the Chinese military against the U.S. military and the incursion of the Chinese spy balloon earlier this year. China froze military communications with the U.S. in August 2022 after then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan, which China claims as its territory.
For two large countries like China and the United States, turning their back on each other is not an option.
The White House is downplaying expectations for any major breakthroughs, but the president has a lengthy agenda: the wars in Ukraine and the Middle East, managing increasing economic competition between the U.S. and China, stopping the flow of fentanyl into the U.S., and growing concerns over Taiwan. President Xi looking to show that China is open for business after the COVID lockdowns. His country is dealing with a deep economic downturn, rising unemployment, and a sharp slowdown in foreign investment. Next up for President Biden, hosting the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, bringing together leaders from 21 nations to discuss ways to promote economic growth and better trade. Karen Travers, ABC News, traveling with the president in San Francisco.
Now, one sign the U.S.-China relationship is improving. Just yesterday, it was announced both countries agreed to pursue efforts to triple wind, solar, and other renewable energy capacity over the next 6 years.